we're live.
World heavyweight champion Cam Harper.
I wouldn't say great mentor. Doesn't even have commentary either, so you just watch me whoop.
Bro, what should we start with here?
I mean, we're on the topic of the tag title picture.
Kinda sucks because we found out that Brayden came with an injury, and we were just talking on stage, and Lily asked Ace, I was like, yo, should we just they are being defended.
Yeah, so going into that match, what did you really have planned without me? Again, I'm sorry for that.
Honestly, no, you're good, bro. You know, it's miscommunication, it's whatever. But you know, just went in like any other match, and obviously didn't go my way, but it's fine. Just impromptu, so.
I mean, yeah, as always, via the pay-per-view again, last night, big chamber match, Chaos becoming the new XCW Intercontinental Champion in the chamber. I mean, props to you.
I mean, not to brag or anything, but did kind of say it was going to happen.
Shut up,
I predicted it. You can ask Roy.
He did.
That was possibly match of the night
Roy
last
kept
night.
switching up his pick.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm an undecisive person.
No, you're just Jerry the King Lawler 2.0.
Oh, imagine.
It's not Roy's fault.
Literally the last time I had you over at my house for a pay-per-view, you kept changing your pick.
Oh yeah, when was this?
Oh, Brody Lee's gonna win. Who won?
I
John
mean,
Fox.
he could have.
Oh, John Moxley was my pick the whole time.
He was.
Oh, you just kept switching your picks.
You know what? Let's just move on, okay? NXG signs Tonk Davis.
Tonk Davis!
It's Tonk Davis?
Y'all do not have a clue what Tonk Davis possesses. And honestly, I don't know if I'm a part of the NXT roster anymore. I don't know if I'm a part of the NXT roster anymore at this point. You know, I dropped the belt I was forced to drop the belt thanks to Cruz. And Kelly still grabbed it. And then a member of A&A Company and Helico now has that belt. And I don't think I want my rematch clause. Because it's NXT to help out the talent. And
Champion, you know, you're like the poster guy for the company right now.
The thing is, last night we saw a man that I was a former mentor. I mean, not last night, but at Hardcore Heaven, we saw a man that I was mentor to, and Tyree go up against Yoshi Jenkins and lose.
How many times has he had a title opportunity and he's blown it?
You know, when it comes to belts and tie, it doesn't really work out.
I'm just
I
saying.
I love him to death and all, but like I don't think he panics in moments like that. Same thing with his one IC title reign. It took him what, 2 years, and he dropped it the very next pay-per-view. Reminds me of Cole Lee.
But one question I did ask you, Cam, is you know, with all the story stuff aside, personally wise, how did it feel last night to basically retire someone that brought you here and really, like, you know, both lose each other's career? Like, how did you feel doing that?
What you guys didn't see now, when I walked out to the outside going towards the ring. I was calm, cool, and collected, but inside I was hurt. I was feeling very emotional. I was sad at the fact that this is going to be his last match, but I was determined to make sure he went out on an L. And honestly, I felt bad after the match because that's not how I wanted him to go out. That's not how he wanted to go out. And I mean, the best man won last night, but still, it's kind of hard to describe when somebody brings you in. They say, "Hey, this guy is amazing. Don't bring him to NXT. Take him straight to the main roster. Put him in a title situation. Watch what he does." And that basically started my career.
Yeah. And one of the things, you know, I noticed your attire last night, and did you realize what Cruz was wearing?
Oh, yeah. Cam Club. He was going back. He's trying to play mind games with me, and I really don't like mind games. No.
I remember when you were going back and forth. There was a lot of mind games between us.
Ever since you happened back in 2017,
but no, I wanted to just, you know, see how you felt about the whole situation. You know, obviously you're the guy with no feelings, you know what I mean? You're that hard character, and just wanted to see how you felt about the whole situation.
I don't like his chances. In matches like this, guys, you learn very quickly which superstars have what it takes.
You know, while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. Caitlyn is so close to having my twins.
You must be excited.
I mean, it's scary, but exciting at the same time, considering two babies when you haven't even dealt with one before, but you're having them at the same time. It's gonna be sleepless nights, I already know that. But with Kate and I together, we can do it.
That's the best way to look at it.
Helped me cash in that briefcase. Mentally, I was not gonna do it. I know what to expect. Caitlyn said, "You're in front of your fans, your family, your friends. Do it." I took her advice, and now I'm standing here defending that title like I should have been doing a few years ago before your good old buddy Braden did what he did.
Oh, Roy, what's up?
Let's shift gears to one of the flagship companies in the, you know, wrestling business today, WWE. A few weeks ago, we had a huge announcement by the man Becky Lynch, announcing her pregnancy.
See, that sounds like she's ripping off Caitlyn. I don't know what that is.
You know, what's next for the new champion Asuka, you know?
I feel like Kairi Sane. No, I feel like Asuka is definitely against Kairi Sane.
Now, do I feel like Asuka is at danger of losing the belt to Nia Jax? No. Do I feel like she's at risk of getting injured because of Nia Jax?
Yeah.
Asuka. 4 years now. If you haven't heard now, it's not gonna happen. You know, let me do y'all job for you. You know, you brought up the IC match. You brought up my match, but you didn't bring up the Cruiserweight title match. You didn't bring up the United States title match or the Women's Championship match. You guys only talked about the match you want to talk about. That's not how this works.
We actually weren't on the topic of it, so we were just on the topic.
I don't care. I do what I want. Don't you know that by now?
Well, guess what? The only reason why we didn't talk about those topics is because they weren't eye-bringing.
They weren't eye-bringing?
No. You know, the U.S. title match, I liked it until it went on for forever.
Morgan Love was moments away from beating Ashley Parker for the title, but that wasn't eye-bringing.
Like you said, was moments. Didn't happen.
Well, maybe no, not even moments. She was like a second away.
Again, like you said, a second.
Grasp,
didn't happen. Anyway, what's next for Shayna Baszler? You know, she's getting mixed up in the shuffle.
Shayna Baszler, possibly. Shayna Baszler, possibly one of the best talents in the women's division. Oh, look at y'all over there on top of each other. One of the best women in that division of WWE, and they're underutilizing her right now because they don't see her as a top talent. If that was going to be the case, you could have left her down in NXT, where she was having a great time and great matches.
She was definitely a dominant champion.
It doesn't make sense to bring somebody up just to not use them. That's what they're doing with Bianca Belair right now. That's what they did with EC3.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the fact of Bianca Belair. You know, I'm looking forward to the Io Shirai and Charlotte match, but I feel like that should have been Bianca.
Oh, you said something about Io Shirai?
Yeah, I said that I'm looking forward to Io Shirai and Charlotte's match, but that definitely should have been Bianca's spot.
You know that Rhea Ripley's there too.
Oh yeah, they added her to the triple threat.
Because they had it one-on-one and Charlotte got disqualified.
That could include letting the opponent do all the work and beating down the other participant and then coming in to reap the benefits. One of the young guns in NXT, very impressive lately. I don't know where Adam
Oh, another thing you can talk about with WWE right now is Braun Strowman's run so far with the Universal title.
Comment?
Yeah.
I think it's a very, I think it's a very brutal run so far.
Yeah, I would say the same. So I'm pretty confused. Hopefully you guys can help me out here. Is John Morrison and The Miz facing Braun Strowman?
Yeah. Basically what they did with Kevin Owens in a few years.
That's what I was thinking. But I don't get it. Why Miz and Morrison?
Why not?
Like they just came off of, they didn't win, came off like a strong tag team match at Mania. They were looking good as a tag team, and then you put them in the Universal title picture.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not really a good idea. And honestly, where's Bray Wyatt been?
He's been letting them in. It's obvious. Don't you know that? It doesn't take a genius. But you know you're not a genius or anything else. You just see it.
We got Otis on a potential cash-in.
I don't see it.
I see Tucker turning on him.
I don't see him holding it any longer. Ziggler's eventually about to steal it from him. Because people are living in the past and they expect Ziggler to have that exact same passion he did back in 2013. You don't tell me who's fit. Ziggler is fit in my eyes.
Alright, switching on over to the WWE Championship. We got Drew doing absolutely great so far.
Automatically.
We got Drew doing absolutely great so far. His match with Seth at the Money in the Bank. Come on.
That was a great match.
That was amazing.
That was like the match I was looking forward to the most that whole night.
But lately he's been
great.
he's been getting jumped a lot lately.
Yeah, he's got the storyline going on now with Lashley.
Lashley MVP.
Yeah, and I want to see Bobby win, but I also don't want to see Drew lose. I'm stuck. Like,
I mean, going alongside that, who do y'all honestly think is an actual worthy contender?
worthy contender for Drew. I would have to say either I'd say Aleister Black, honestly.
I kind of agree.
I like to see Aleister go heel and go back to that dark side that he was and go off Drew's title.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Aleister Black is. I don't see that fitting, to be honest.
And then,
I'm just gonna disagree with everything I say this podcast.
honestly, speaking on former opponent from Drew McIntyre, we got the Monday Night Messiah.
I'm in love with that gimmick, honestly.
The song, though.
Am I stuck as myself?
The song is not. It's not so great.
No, the song is not great. I don't know why. They could have
the
maybe had
song
as like
is
an intro,
amazing.
but
If
Definitely
they
not.
would have did something with the with you know his.
So
Second
y'all
coming.
would rather him be a messiah who is purifying the world while having his song say "Burn it down"?
No,
they
that's why I
could've got
said
rid of
if
the
you switch
down
up the
part.
second coming, like you switch up the second coming and make it Monday Night Messiah. Dun, 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 dun.
No, they
At
could have
least you
just had like
tried.
that chorus thing, whatever you call it, and just had it fade right into the song.
We got
Honestly,
him. Go ahead.
Let's talk about Austin Theory getting added to the group.
I don't know. It's
Oh.
for me.
I feel like
It's
they
iffy.
may be on the way of replacing Murphy with just
Yeah.
Theory.
Yeah, because I don't see Murphy like as a.
I see Murphy as a solo competitor. Like, I don't know. He was so good at the Cruiserweight title, and I just miss him being solo.
At a point in everyone's career, if they don't leave fast enough, they're gonna go through a tough time. And
Yeah.
right now, you can't say this is Murphy's tough time, but it's not his best.
His tough time was him being in that tag team with, you know.
Wait, Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it was a
I
good
don't
tag
even-
team. I don't like Blake.
No, you guys are losing it. You don't understand. He met his almost wife there when they were factioned up together.
Oh yeah, no, I
They
get
won the
it. I'm
tag
just
titles.
saying they're. You know, that run for Murphy wasn't really his best run. He faded after the tag team, you know, faded.
After the tag team lost the titles and they dropped and Blake turned, that was it. There was nothing needed from Murphy. So you can say post Blake and Murphy or early post Blake and Murphy, but not during while he was in the because that's really not it at all.
Could we see a potential face turn anytime soon?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
You know, Seth is great as a heel, but I I don't know. I feel like he's just like they don't know what to do with him more when he's a face.
Yeah. But okay, y'all say he may have a potential face run soon. But what happened after with him putting Mysterio's eye into the edge of the stick?
He's fine. Ray is fine. You're over exaggerating.
Okay, with Dominic saying an eye for an eye.
Okay, Dominic says a lot of things and gets beat up for it.
Honestly, what if Dominic was to join the Messiah?
Okay, didn't think that far ahead. That's amazing. If Dominic were to join with Seth, then it becomes personal for Mysterio. And if Mysterio is actually about to retire, like they claim, then that might be the best way to do it.
Your son putting you out of your career.
Yes, correct. Your son taking you out.
Oh, so basically what you did like Raven.
Did you have to go?
It was indicated. Speaking on WWE, you know, we're still not done. The documentary with Undertaker.
Holy crap.
I love it. Like every episode has just been great so far.
But don't spoil it. I haven't, you know, been too far ahead. I'm still like on 2.
Oh, well, you're supposed to
Let's
catch up.
stop at chapter 3. Because I haven't watched chapter 3 and I don't plan on watching that yet.
Yeah, chapter 3 is the last one. I just came out.
I mean, Taker having surgery every year since 27. WrestleMania 27. WrestleMania 27.
Yeah, he's had hip replacement surgery, I think, twice now. He has something wrong with his back. I forget the exact injury. He has something wrong with his back.
All of his fingers.
Yeah, all his fingers. Like, the dude's had a million injuries, and he's still going back.
I'm just curious. You know, you're Roy Harper, the Sanders, right?
Yes.
You work for XCW, right?
Okay, but is this an XE pod? No, this is the Jeff and Roy show.
I don't care. It's the Cam podcast right now.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You can get your ass out of here.
Listen.
Can we get security up in here, boy?
Unless you want what happened a few months ago.
I'm sorry, but I ain't Raymond Cruz.
I didn't ask. You're right. You're not Raymond Cruz. Cruz lasted longer than you did with me.
But you ain't last up against Jeff.
That was the preacher of death. Sanders can't fight me. No offense. Because every time normal Sanders pulled up on me, it didn't go great for him.
Which superstars have what it takes to truly get extreme. They can't walk after that attack to the back.
And don't come bringing your tag team partner into something that he didn't ask to be a part of.
No, but we're a tag team for a reason. But can we get back to the matter of at hand? We're talking about, you know, events in wrestling. You know, in the past month, since we've been gone with this. But without being straight away, we can move back on to a new subject in NXT. Breezango returning. I mean, I can tell you the main topics. Case in point, Breezango returning.
Right now.
Killer Cross versus Gargano.
Whoa, Karrion Cross.
It's definitely Killer Cross. That's what they call him.
No, it's Karrion Cross.
Yeah, he didn't want to take him.
How about you watch the product first?
Counter here. This is what makes it one of the
Drake Maverick being signed. Jeff, you want to lead into this one?
What if Maverick was never fired in the first place? What if that was on?
I said from the beginning of the war.
Well, if you want to get technical, he wasn't fired. It was a release. Get it right.
No.
Bringing it back between the ropes. This might be it. Oh my. Batista. What a speed.
You guys got extremely silent for what? What kind of
I'm not
podcast
silent. Anyway, Breezango returning, beating Undisputed Era via the stare from Dexter Lumis.
These superstars have tried everything.
Dexter Lumis is creepy and I love it.
Dig down deep enough to find it.
Every time his character's on, I can't take my eyes off the TV.
You know, Dexter Lumis is a great drawer.
He's
Yeah, I saw
creepy.
the Undisputed Era draw. I did.
I'm gonna ask him to draw me and Kate with the twins.
What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
You know, Killer Cross sending a message to Ciampa using Bronson Reed. Did he power? What did he do? I don't remember.
Look at this.
Oh, he just literally beat the living shit out of it.
And there's the reversal from Drew.
I forgot Bronson Reed was even employed.
I did too.
Whoa, McIntyre able to avoid damage there.
Wait, so did he like beat the crap out of him like how we're gonna beat Aces and Braces Thursday?
Hey, I thought we weren't allowed to call them that.
Oh well, it was my joke.
Why must you lie?
Just a step quicker, it looks like.
But one of my favorite teams on NXT, Breezango returns. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. Gargano poking Keith Lee in the eye with a pair of car keys.
Gargano is rebuilding NXT. See, I see something with Seth Rollins and Gargano. They understand what's best for the greater good.
You know, Candice rolling up Mia Yim off of the distraction, which I don't really. Can y'all explain that little thing that's going on with them? I don't get it.
Mia and Keith Lee are together.
Well, I knew that, but is it like girlfriend and boyfriend versus husband and wife?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I thought it was two separate matches.
Oh no, it's a mixed tag match.
It is.
I'm pretty sure. Limitless versus the Garganos. Imagine.
Are we done with NXT? WWE? Any thoughts left?
Nope.
Okay. One of my personal favorite, you know, companies out
Got the who?
Brody Lee and John Moxley rivalry. You know, I think it's a very intense, you know, rivalry.
I swear I thought they moved on to Brian Cage and Moxley because of that little random casino thing.
Oh, you should let me get there. Not done.
That was brutal. Not
Who
gonna lie.
was Ted?
10s. 10?
Oh.
At what point do those thoughts creep in of what do I have to do?
Yeah, so Brody Lee stealing the championship, and then Moxley basically gets on him like, hey, if you don't give it back, this dude's arm's about to be broken. And yeah, it was that match at Double or Nothing was an intense ass match because they're both really, you know, they're stiff in the ring.
Oh yeah.
Could very well mean
So, you know, them with their powerful ass clotheslines and everything, like it was just a really good match, really good wrestling match.
Phenomenal. I think that's one of my favorite matches right now, with Jon Moxley being in AEW. And, you know, Brian Cage being the surprise entrant in the Casino ladder match.
Yeah, that was cool.
Then it's going to be setting up for the feud against Jon Moxley and Brian Cage at Fyter Fest.
We're not gonna sleep on how fast that man Orange Cassidy is, though.
Yeah. Orange Cassidy. Their whole group is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Hugs and all that stuff. That's just fun.
We do have some injuries. Anyway, we do have some injuries that had happened. These are new and old. We have Britt Baker. She's out of action for a long time. Matt Jackson was injured, but he was cleared to compete in that field match. Phoenix injured, also cleared.
I kicked him.
Do you want to move on to the Double or Nothing pre-show?
Yeah. So we had the Best Friends versus Private Party. Honestly, very sloppy. Like, I expected those two to kind of, you know, kick off the show pretty good, and they did a good job, but just the wrestling and the whole cooperation was very sloppy. And you know, one of the things I love about AEW is WWE just started doing it, but AEW got the idea of putting their superstars in the crowd, and that has been pretty cool, like seeing everybody's reactions and shit, and them just hanging out. Then Guevara singing Judas when Chris Jericho came out, that was hilarious.
Oh yeah. I completely agree with everything you said. I thought that was funny. Even the moment, that celebration moment, even that they didn't win the Stampede match, that was just one segment that was just too funny not to laugh at. I mean, we had chopped cheeses, Tim's.
Yep.
Come on, we had a participation award.
That whole pay-per-view was just great, honestly.
The Stadium Stampede match. Oh my god.
Honestly, one of the best matches I've ever seen.
What about those Jim Cornette comments on the match?
Okay, well, I'm gonna make my opinion clear that I hate Jim Cornette.
I mean, who doesn't?
He's just wrestling is.
He's just a disgrace to the wrestling community. Like,
for those of you who didn't know what he said, let me see if I can find it here. Basically, like, talk negative about the whole thing, but I'm trying to see if I can find it here.
in the meantime, while he's looking for that, the Stadium Stampede match had multiple things. They went. They. If you don't know what the Stadium Stampede match, it was the Elite going up against the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle. Yeah. They fought on a full-sized football field, the NFL football field for the Dolphins, I believe. And hell, they fought everywhere in the stadium, not arena, the stadium. We had,
yeah, it was. God, it was dope.
guys left and right. They had people in the locker room, the pool. There was a pool there.
Yeah, they had, honestly, like, you put those people in a match, like all of the people combined, and you can get some comedy gold and some good wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
I can't find the comments, but basically, Jim Cornette said that it was the worst thing he's ever seen. It was an embarrassment to professional wrestling. Chris Jericho should be ashamed of himself. Blah blah blah. Like I said, the guy walked around with a glittery tennis racket in the 90s. His opinion doesn't matter. He knows nothing about wrestling. He was a writer, and when he was a writer, he sucked at it.
Very much.
And honestly, I think he should just keep his opinions to himself because he doesn't know what wrestling is.
I believe he actually got Jericho to respond.
Yeah, Jericho responded saying that basically he can take his opinions and go fuck off. Called him an asshole. So, which is the right statement.
I feel, yeah. Is there anything else that you wanna, talk about in the world of wrestling?
Let's see. Not that I can think of.
I know that NJPW is supposed to be returning in Madison Square Garden, the G1 Climax.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who's gonna be in that tournament.
Can't wait to get front row seats, boy.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, that hasn't been talked about a lot. It's still going on, it's still happening. One of my favorite superstars, Marty Squirrel, still there. I'm surprised he hasn't been called to WWE or even getting a contract with his buddies in AEW.
Well, I actually heard he turned down WWE, I think it was a year ago, when they first, that angle they tried to pull last year with Finn and the Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently they were trying to sign Marty Scurll so he could be a member added to the group, but he turned it down.
Well, I know from ROH we had Flip Gordon signing a new multi-million-dollar deal with Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Which is crazy to think of because this company's been around for years, having people
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
I got to wrestle alongside. I never got the chance to step in the ring with him, but I wrestled for the same promotion as Flip Gordon. And I talked to him when he first started. When he used to come out in his army gear. You remember that, Flip Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I got to meet him. He was a really chill dude, and the guy's just, look at his matches. The guy's amazing.
I heard that he just wants to leave his legacy in Ring of Honor.
I don't blame him. Because, look around, it would be, it's so hard to leave legacy there. Let's face it, it is. AEW is just starting. Ring of Honor is, the last person who left a real legacy there was Punk.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Bryan Danielson had a great career there, but he didn't leave a legacy like CM Punk did. But yeah, if you have any other topics?
Not really much. No.
Alright, well ladies and gentlemen, I am Jeff. That was Roy. And thank you for watching the podcast.
Say that again, sorry. My mic cut out.
It's all good.
I hope everyone's enjoyed the podcast so far. It was Really fun doing it. We had Cam Marty on the show earlier, and then he had to go for some booking promotions with XCW, so I don't blame him. Today's my day off, so I'll be alright. Anyway, I'm Roy. That's Jeff. This is the Jeff and Roy Show. I hope you all enjoyed. Jeff, you wanna?
Make sure to tune in Thursday night. See you boys. Death by Cutter. Win them XCW Tag Team Championships.
Yes, sir. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys get a notification every time we post a video and or stream. We are Death by Cutter, and you will get out of here now.